Hi, today is August 17th, 2025, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1271 for the year, Cataract 3. Bridget Riley created Cataract 3 in 1967, and personally, I am going to love any painting that makes me feel like I am tripping, as I stopped tripping in 1988. To stand before your average Bridget Riley is to be mesmerized and dizzied, but Cataract 3 is above average Riley and could knock you out or knock you down or make you feel like you are tripping. Perhaps a sign describing the dangers of her paintings ought to be posted at the entrance to her shows. Warning: may cause dizziness, disorientation, hallucinations, or the feeling that one is tripping. Viewer beware. Poem number 1272, His Meat. Slip me the sausage, she said, and he served her some patties. Where's the beef, she asked, and he prepared the filet mignon. I feel like getting pork, she announced, and he offered her some tenderloin. And once he had filled her with his meat, he beat it. Poem number 1273, it's another sonnet. There was one yesterday, there's another one today. This one, all the lines rhyme. Tears. 1273, tears. She wondered how it was there were no tears. She'd gotten drunk on so many strong beers, and she'd spent half the night recalling fears, and thinking there was nothing twixt her ears. She rued the foolish way she'd spent the years, and wished that she had long ago changed gears. Inner regretful words are all she hears, as last call at the sullen tavern nears. She walks home barely noticing the leers of other drunks. She shuts out their jeers. Of other drunkards, she shuts out their jeers. She longs to float in other atmospheres. She quickly sobers up, and her mind clears. It then crosses her mind, these are my peers. And finally it comes, a flood of tears. Poem number 1274, not good, but fortunately. The news was not good, but fortunately there was poetry, and he didn't go to poetry for the news. The poetry was not good, but fortunately there was news, and the news was more poetic than the poetry. Poem number 1275, Names. Mark made his mark, then remarked upon the marked difference he had made. After John had been dismissed as a John, he went to the John. Peter petered out, then pulled his Peter. Bob bobbed and weaved and spent 10 bob on some cheap crap, while Steve sat around all day bummed out because his name had no other meanings. Poem number 1276, The Lesser of Two Evils. The lesser of two evils was jealous of the greater of the two, and wondered how much worse it would have to get in order to usurp the position of its rival, so that it could take its place as the greater evil. I have a dark and malevolent soul, the lesser evil said to no one. If only I could manifest my true nature, I'm sure I'd be the one that people avoided when they felt compelled to choose between me and that other insincere evil. But try as it might, the lesser evil could never embody the vileness of the greater and sink to the level of depravity and reprehensibility that the other evil evoked with such effortless ease. But one day the greater evil choked, and suddenly uncontrollably radiated goodness and light and bunnies and fruit pies, and the lesser evil became the greater evil by default. I'll take it, said the formerly lesser evil. A victory is a victory, no matter how easily won. And the last poem of the day, poem number 1277, The Stilted and the Turgid. Let us take a moment to celebrate the stilted and turgid. Like turgid prose, the turgid are overinflated and full of themselves, and have gone to great lengths to cultivate their turgidity. Meanwhile, the stilted, like stilted prose, are awkward and ungainly, and their discomfort with themselves is both contagious and contagious. Yes, the stilted are doubly contagious, and the turgid are equally repellent, although in a completely different and singular way. One might ask why we are celebrating the stilted and the turgid, and if one asked, perhaps someone would answer. All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.